What's up everyone and welcome to this new episode of Gringo Strategies. Today we're gonna talk about Argentina and specifically Buenos Aires, the capital. I have a lot to say about Buenos Aires. You can discover many things that you didn't hear about in any channel. So first we're gonna start with the pros and cons of this city, and I was very surprised. And then we're gonna go to the nightlife, and I'm gonna show you night by night where to go in the city. The city is huge and it's spread out. If you don't know where to go, you might miss many things and you might lose your money for useless places. So watch this video and support the channel. I'm giving you like free information and I'm spending a lot of money for this. So support the channel, subscribe, like and comment so I can make other videos. Otherwise, if the channel is not working, then I will be discouraged and I will have to stop it. Also, I cannot say the details. Many details I cannot say on YouTube for specific reason. Also, the video cannot be that long. I'm trying to summarize everything, but I have a lot to say. So if you are going to any of the places I went to, don't hesitate to take a private consultation with me. I can guarantee it's worth it. It's worth every penny you're gonna pay for. I'll give you where to go, where to stay, the nightlife, how to talk to women there, the dating, everything. So do not hesitate to reach me. Before starting with the pros, so I would start with the idea that I have about Buenos Aires before going there. I've heard that Argentinians are snobby people compared to Latin America. I've heard that the women are unfriendly and hard to date. I've heard that Argentina is cheap because of their currency is dropping a lot. I've heard also that Argentinian looks like Italian and many other things. And let's see if that's true. So the first thing when I arrived to Buenos Aires, I had a good feeling about the city. Some cities when you enter to, you see, I did a mistake. It was not the case in Buenos Aires. And when I talked to a few people my first day, most of them when I say I just arrived, they say, welcome to the best city in the world. It's not 1, 2, 3, many people said that. And let's discover and see if that's true. Everything like usual will be documented with videos. You're gonna see footage of everything so you don't get bored when I'm talking. The first advantage and the biggest one is the nightlife. Before going to Buenos Aires, I thought Bogota has the best nightlife in Latin America. I think I was wrong. Buenos Aires have the best nightlife I've ever seen in Latin America. I don't want to say the word. Probably there are places that I didn't go to that are better, but like I remember Madrid was good, but let's say in Latin America with Bogota, they have the best nightlife. But I think Buenos Aires has better nightlife than Bogota. But that's just if you know where to go. Because like Bogota is easy to understand city, not Buenos Aires. It's spread out. So that's why you have to follow the video to know night by night where to go. The second advantage, the city is very alive, very convenient, and the vibe overall is very good. Everything is made to have a great life. Let's start with the Airbnbs. They are affordable for a good quality. I was staying in the area called Palermo. Most people recommend me that area. And I was paying like around 40 USD a night for a very decent Airbnb, modern. We had a pool in the Airbnb. I can share the video, you can see, but it was very good Airbnb for the price and very well located. I have the same in Sao Paulo, if you remember when I talked about Sao Paulo. Yeah, I had good Airbnb quality price. Bogota as well. But I think probably price, quality, Buenos Aires have the best Airbnbs. Also, the city have many food options. You should try the empanada, the Argentinian empanada. It's healthier and tastes better than the one of Colombia. It's not oily or something. I liked it. They have other plate like milanesa, I think they call it. It tastes also good, but you have a lot of restaurants. They have also the open buffet, think like Brazil, but in Brazil it's more common and tastes better. The people in Buenos Aires are very outgoing, so if you go to parks and kind of those places, you're gonna see many people working out, many people doing stuffs, and yeah, remind me like Europe or even in North America in summer. The third advantage is the weather. It's not very humid, it's hot enough, and especially it doesn't rain a lot. For me, that's a big thing. I hate the rain. So that's why I prefer the weather in Argentina and Buenos Aires better than Brazil. The fourth advantage, this one can be surprising for you. It was surprising for me. So before, I had that idea of Argentina that's snobby because I've lived a couple of months in Playa del Carmen. And if you know, Playa del Carmen is like a city that has more Argentinians than locals, which are Mexicans. So, and they were snobby there. So that's the idea that I have. Now, the fourth advantage of Buenos Aires is that I found that the dating scene is really good. The woman looks very good. They're like more down to earth than I thought. And let's be honest here, they're not as down to earth as Colombian, for example, but I find them very friendly. Like, I think they might be more friendlier than Brazilian, in my opinion. I personally had more success with Argentinian women than Brazilian women.
Sexy.
And I think that's because probably I could look more Brazilian than Argentinian. Also, I found that the competition, the local competition in Brazil is tougher. It's actually the toughest in Latin America, if not the toughest in the world. Also, the men's are very cool in Argentina. The fifth advantage is like, maybe this one is only for me, is like they have like this ultras for like people who support, who like soccer, like ultras atmosphere. If you want to go to the stadium, that I like. So they have two big teams. And they have others like famous teams, but the two big ones are Boca and Rivers. And I'm fan of that. I'm fan of ultras atmospheres. I went to Monumental Stadium, which is the biggest stadium of Argentina. It's the one of River Plates, but you can go also to Bombonera. Me, I choose Monumental because it was closer to the place I staying on, but I'm not into either River or Boca. Like, for me, they're two big teams. The last advantage is that I was also amazed how educated the people are in Argentina. So they're one of the most educated in Latin America. The English level is high, probably one of the best in Latin America as well. Okay, now let's go to the cons. We're on another side of the pros. Let's say some bad things if we can find it. So the first thing was I found Argentina or Buenos Aires to be an expensive city. So with Chile and Uruguay, probably those are like the three most expensive places in Latin America. But someone told me like 2 years before it was one of the cheapest. So it fluctuates a lot. So depending on your luck. When I went, it was really expensive. I mean, expensive for Latin America, not expensive compared to United States or Europe. The second disadvantage, it is hard to reach. It's a long flight from anywhere. If you want to go from Europe, from North America, it's really far destination to reach. So it's a long and expensive flight. The third one, dating and women. Yes, it was better than expected, but it's still challenging. Like, it's not like Mexico or Peru or Colombia. It's the level of Brazil, but in my opinion, I found it better in Argentina than Brazil. It could be different from person to another. But trust me, the women look very, very good in Argentina. Same in Brazil. Probably those are like the best looking women in Latin America. And then Colombia can be third close. And the last one, the last cons is the spread out nightlife. I've said that the nightlife is very good, but it's spread out. So you have to use Uber and spend money because Uber is not the price of Colombia. And that's why I'm making this video to tell you where to go night by night. Again, something to do when you go to Buenos Aires is to visit stadium. Either you want to go to games. If you want to assist to a game, real game, either like Boca, I have a contact, so he can help you to buy a ticket. You can contact me private and I can give you that. But you can go for yourself to visit the stadium. That doesn't require any contact. If you want to buy yourself a ticket for a game, I think you cannot because only, I don't know what they call it, but like the people that buy the yearly subscription can assist. But if you want to visit the stadium, and I've done that, you can go anytime. Of course, don't go after 6 p.m., but go like maximum 4 p.m. I went to Monumento. I paid 30,000 Argentinian, and it was like a guide. I entered the stage. We did a guide for half an hour. And then we did the museum, and then we did like a place that you enter and gives you the vibe of the stadium. Now let's go for the nightlife. So Buenos Aires has the same problem as Sao Paulo. If you don't know where to go, you might get lost and lose your money for like bad places. And I've done the same thing for Sao Paulo and Rio, many places where to go night by night. I'm doing the same in Buenos Aires, but Buenos Aires is special because in my opinion, it has the best nightlife in Latin America. Let's start with the weekend. On Friday night, I think the best place to start with. So in Buenos Aires, the nightlife is very long. So people can start as early as 9 p.m. and end up the night at 7 a.m. So you have those places where you start your night and you can switch and go to a club at 3 a.m. It's crazy. Like in some countries at 2 a.m. people already done their night and they're sleeping. No, people in Buenos Aires, sometimes they leave their places at 2, but on weekend they might start as early as 9 too in some clubs, and they go to the biggest clubs. So on Friday night, you will start with this original club called Uptown Bar. So this place is kind of a metro station. You go as if you're going to a metro station, and then it turns to a bar with a big dance floor. It's also free entrance, no cover, at least when I went. I don't know, I went a little early, like I think 11, but maybe later, but I don't think so. Drinks are a little bit expensive. I think I got a cocktail for like 8-9 USD. That place closed around 3 a.m., I guess, or maybe 4, between 2 and 4. I didn't stay until the end because at 2 or 3, people start leaving and go to a bigger place. And then where you go, I choose a night. I choose many places, but I'm giving you the best. For that night, I think the best is going to be America, club called America. It's a very big club and 2 floors. You can go anytime because there is no lineup. The entrance is around 30,000 Argentinian, but it's all you can drink. So free drinks all night. It's closed very late, I think around 6, 7 a.m. And they do like kind of foam party, which is fun, if you can see the videos. And the vibe there is more open-minded compared to the Uptown one. Now let's go to Saturday. You start your night with a bar called Storia Bar, and then the same idea, but try this time to go earlier. The club called La Mala is in Palermo too, but go early because the lineup can be very, very long. It's a decent sized club, not very big, not like America, is much smaller. People there are fancier. I would say the vibe is less friendly than America, but the women are very beautiful there. The entrance, the cover, I think 20,000 with a free drink, and then you can upgrade, I think, for 25 with 2 drinks. I forgot the list, but like you pay 20 and you have 1 drink. It's a more social circle vibe, and the music is most reggaeton, kind of an Argentinian music. It's definitely a place to visit, to go to. For Sunday, there is a place called Maquena. You can arrive late here, you can arrive even 1 a.m. They have a DJ and they have a band. I'm not a big fan of this place, but for Sunday, this is not a bad option. Now, Monday, without hesitation, it's called the Club Severino. The entrance is cheap, it's 10,000. And the vibe is very friendly. It's a dark club. The ratio is very good too for Monday night. The lineup is not long, but you may arrive at midnight. It's a good time. I left at 4 and the club's still busy, so I guess it closed at 6, which is very rare, like to find places still full at 4 a.m. anywhere in the world. on Monday night. For Tuesday, you have two options, but let me tell you the options that most people recommend, but I don't recommend personally, but I will tell you what to do if you don't like. It's a club called Kika. It's in Palermo as well. The entry is 5,000 per Argentinian. It's a small size place. The ratio is bad, to be honest with you. It's not as friendly vibe as Severino of Monday. I personally didn't like it, but you should go and see it and maybe you'd like it. And then stay with me for a moment. I will tell you if you don't like it, where to go. Now for Wednesday, Thursday, you should go to Mondo Lingo event. What's this event? It's like an event to make Argentinian and foreigners meet up, and it's international. Like even in Rio, I went to one, and I think it exists in many cities in the world, but in Buenos Aires and Rio, it's more special. I felt the vibe in those cities for this event is very good. So those places can be very busy, and it's very easy to meet people and talk to people. You just have to see the flags that they have, and you start a conversation. You can watch the video, like it's always full. At least when I went, the period I went is the high season in Buenos Aires. And then you go there, the best time to go there is around 10 p.m., socialize, and then I think at 2 and 3 a.m. there will be always promoter and people going to clubs. They want to continue, and some people go home. So depending, but you will always find a club. That's like, don't look for clubs on Wednesday and Thursday. Go to this event and follow the people where they're going. And I ended up in a club, I forgot the name, on Wednesday, following a group. Also try to go early also to meet people, because maybe later on the social circle are formed and people met each other. So it's going to be harder. So try to go early. Now, if you don't like Kika on Tuesday, this event Mondo Lingo exists on Tuesday night, but you cannot find it on Google. It's hard to find. I will give you the address. It might change with years, but this address for Tuesday, it's 28 Rio de Janeiro Street. So if you don't like Kika, go to this place. All right, I hope I covered everything. Don't hesitate to contact me in private, because as I said, I cannot say everything in YouTube for like YouTube policies. And as well, the video is going to be very long. So trust me, if you take private consultation, it's going to be really worth it. And if it's not worth it, I refund you. The next episode is going to be Uruguay. See you on the next one.